Time to recharge this plug-in Prius 2013, 520 grams of R134. I zeroed out the scale. You always make sure your scale reads. Always make sure your scale goes back to 0. And always make sure it's the same weight. So we're gonna throw that right about there, and we'll take a measurement on that. 520 grams. So let's kill the vacuum, and we will weigh in the refrigerants. Vacuum is dead. There, no more vacuum. Now we're gonna get the weight up, 520 grams. There we go, the refrigerant's going in. We're waiting for 520, or close to. Getting close. 400. And let's start cutting it down. Almost there. Boom. There we go. Stop right there. Alright, we're charged. I can close off the high side before I start it. Don't need refrigerant oil and dye backing up into my gauge set. And let's turn on the field piece app. Come on, come on. Browser. Field piece job link right there. That's connected up Bluetooth to the gauges. We have the wired temperature sensors. We have the ambient temperature sensor taking the air going across the condenser. And I don't think I have the dash sensor on. Let's get our measurements up here. There we go. I can put this back down. Didn't have that one on. I was just sucking vacuum through here. At the moment I was isolating off this hose because I put dye in the system. So now I'm ready to go. Let's start it up. And what do we have for mileage? We have 90. Is that 90,000? Can't even read that. Oh, that's 9,000. Oh, that's one of their other odometer. What is the total mileage on this vehicle? Don't know. This is trip A, trip B, 7,000. Come on. A little different than my Prius. I have a Prius C. Oh, I guess maybe 90,088 miles. Okay, so that's the mileage on this vehicle. Let's get our temperature going here. Let's get it to the face. Yes, it's to the face. Let's get the AC on. Let's get the fan up. And let's get it on fresh air mode. All right, let's see what we have outside. Oh, let's make sure all our vents are centered in this direction, centered in this, because we want to lower the air pressure so we can get the highest flow. Centered there, centered there, centered there. Okay, so everything is on. That'll put the heaviest load, the highest volume of air over the evaporator to give it a load. I can hear the compressor. It's just starting up, calling for the lowest temperature. That's you know, I do a lot of these vehicles, and the outside temperature is only, I don't have that hooked up. Well, the outside temperature is in the 60s. I know that. Let's look for San Francisco. San Francisco right now is 64 degrees, and if you look out the window, it's all clouds and fog up there. So it's 60 some degrees. That's pretty high side temp pressure. You know, it's variable, and I'm calling for full flow right now, but this is a cold engine, so I'm not bringing in hot air loading up the evaporator. There's no hot air looping around and cooling. And remember, this is an aftermarket condenser. And if you compare this with 100 of other Prius 2012, 13, whatever, the same year, make, model vehicles that I've done videos on, you will notice that that is a little higher than average. And that's what I see on quite a bit of these aftermarket condensers. Even though that one looks pretty good, but something is different. And I bet $1,000 right now, if I lay down $1,000, somebody to take the bet, if I get an OEM Toyota and I throw an OEM Toyota condenser on here, this will drop by about 20 to 30 psi. That's how much difference it makes. And now I always say, and you're not supposed to go by pressure or temperatures, but when you know one vehicle really, really well, and you know its mode of operation, and you know how it ramps up and ramps down and everything like that, and you've done it 1,000 times, whether it's in 90-degree weather or in 50-degree weather, you really get to learn your laws of averages on that particular vehicle. And I'm telling you, this is a little high. So let's go on from here, and something else is different here. What else is different? Why did this? I must have yanked out this. This got yanked, and I must have yanked it out enough where it disconnected. Oh, that. Okay, this got yanked. Something happened to this. It did while I was pulling it out of my car. This temperature sensor got yanked out of my car. Let's go here too. Outdoor, 70 degrees, right here. Just take a look at that for a little while. Let me go get the temperature sensor. I'm gonna hook up the temperature sensor in the dash, and I'll be right back. We'll make video number 3, I think, on this 2013 Prius plug-in.